Hi there, everybody. Mr. Gowerluck here. After a fire drill and after my screen over here didn't work, which we're having a lot of problems with on Apple Play today. But I'm going to ask you to start with a question here of what's the pattern and what are the next three numbers to this pattern? And you can stop the video right now so you give yourself a little time to figure it out. All right, so if you're done, if you had stopped the video and you're coming back to this, we can see that we have some sort of, you might have thought of doubling. You might have thought of, maybe you'll look at what's in the 0 and the tens place and maybe you'll find some sort of pattern if you stretch it out. It might take a little work on that. But most often kids will say, well, that doubles. So they'll say this one's going to be 64. This will be 128. That'll be 256. Okay? We also know in our math world that when we have a problem like this, we can show it. This could be 2 to the power of 1. This is 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, and so on. And we're going to talk about what that means today with exponents. You're going to hear words like base, power, exponential form, expanded form, standard form. You're going to hear a lot of that. Okay, so here are the parts. We have 2 to the power of 5. 2 is the base, it's the number, base number. That would also be a factor when we start talking about factors later this week. And you have the exponent, which is, you might hear the word power. 2 to the power of 5, by the way, means you have 5 2's. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And if we went back to our original pattern here, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 gave us the answer in standard form of 32. Standard form just means what's the answer. So what you're going to see today, you're going to see exponential form, expanded form, and standard form. Okay? So exponential form, you have a base and a power. Expanded, you can show that there's 3 8s being multiplied together. And if you remember from past years, the dot, that dot there, 8.8.8, dot means what? It means to multiply. Standard form is just give me the answer. And if you have 3 8s multiplied together, it's 512. So right now, on a separate piece of paper, why don't you try to expand these? Put these in expanded form. And you can pause the video right now so you can write them down. All right, if you pause the video and you're coming back, 7 to the power of 3 is 3 7s. The answer is not 21. It's 7 times 7 times 7. W to the power of 5, you're like, what? There's no number that's called a W. Well, as you progress in math, we call those variables. W could represent any number. So what that means is we have W times W times W times W times W. What if W means 10? It just represents a number. 9 to the power of 1. That's a tricky one. What does 9 to the power of 1 mean? Well, it just means you have 1 9. So the answer is 9. That's the standard form for 9 to the power of 1, 9. 12 to the power of 3, 3 12s. 12 times 12 times 12. The temptation is to say it's 36. That would be wrong. It's not 3 times 12. It's 12 times 12 times 12. And the last one, 100 to the power of 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. So 99 to the power of 0, that's 1. 1 to the power of 0, 1. 1 billion to the power of 0, 1. Okay? Last thing. Take this chart. You'll pause this in a second, but take this chart and expand the 10 to the power of 3 and then give me the standard answer. And then fill in the blanks. And at the bottom, try your own. Put your own numbers in and see if you can figure out what that would end up being. Go ahead and pause the video. So, no, we didn't do this in class, but hopefully you're watching this video and learning a little something so that we can build on this and talk more about eventually factors, multiples, which is skip counting, and expanding things out so that we can break down numbers. It's called decomposing numbers, break them down, but also build them back up. So two of the most important things that you can do as a mathematician is to be able to cut something in half. So if you have 30, can you break it in half? Yeah, you get 15 and 15. Can you double it? 30 doubles to 60. Well, exponents is just another form of that. Maybe you're breaking it down, maybe you're building it up. So decomposing and recomposing numbers is a big deal. Thanks for watching.